All right, English 12. This is for Wednesday, the 25th. Just to give you a little heads up here, you're going to go ahead and write that paragraph today based on what you found in yesterday's reading. So just a little discussion over the previous reading. We see Willie go to Charlie's office. We find out, he's been loaning him $50 a week. So he has some sort of money coming in because now he's been fired from his job. And during this meeting with Charlie, he runs into Charlie's son, Bernard, who we've met earlier in the play. He's the next door neighbor kid who is friends with Biff. So hopefully you were able to find some things about Bernard. If you read closely, you know that Bernard is now a lawyer. He's got a family and a wife. And he's just about ready to argue a case in front of the Supreme Court. So obviously that's a big honor for any lawyer. So Bernard has made out pretty well in his life because he was studious and a good student. Where on the other side, Biff, we know, has been hopping around from job to job and just can't seem to find his way in the world. And in tomorrow's reading, you'll find out some more stuff about Biff's past and kind of where he's at now. Okay, so your assignment for today is to hopefully take that thesis statement, take those couple of quotes, or if you couldn't find a quote, just tell me what happens in the reading is fine as well. Okay, and write a short paragraph that tells me the difference between these two. Okay, and about 6 or 8 sentences should be more than enough. All right. So things that we need to work on and kind of be aware of. We're going to switch back to MLA style, the stuff that we did all first semester, just because, we're reading a play and that's the sort of style that you use to cite things. So I don't need a works cited or anything like that, but let's try to use our quotes correctly like I've taught you all year. Okay. So let's begin this paragraph, with some sort of topic or thesis statement that argues something. Okay, Biff is this way, Bernard is this way. Okay, and then when we are using quotes, and again, 1 or 2 is fine for this paragraph. Make sure that you just don't put the whole quote in there, that somehow or another you mix it in with, some of your own words. So you could say, Biff says on page, 1593 that quote, and then put the quote in there. Okay. So you just can't take the whole thing and dump it in there. I would also like you to, cite correctly. So we use the author's last name and page number. There's no comma, there's no P period, and it should come at the end of the sentence. So I've kind of done that for you here for you to refer to. Okay. And then after using each of your quotes or example that you get from the play, tell me or explain how it relates back to your main idea. Okay, Biff is like this because of this. Okay, or Bernard is like this because of this. All right, so again, there is no right or wrong answers. There could be multiple things that you could discuss. So don't think that, there's only one way to do this, because there's not. And then I would really like you to end with some sort of summary sentence. Just tell me, based on what you've argued there and your ideas and the quotes that you used, what does this all kind of amount to in the end? All right. So type that up. Make sure it's double spaced, please. And you can either send me that paragraph or keep sending me the scroll. At this point, we're essentially done with the scroll, people. So don't worry about the vocab. Don't worry about the iMovie. Don't worry about the other questions that I have on there. We're done. Okay, we are done with the DOS scroll. All right. Although you can keep putting your assignments on yours, but we're not gonna go back to what I've posted on Google Classroom. Okay. Everything we do from here on out will just be individually every day. All right, so like I said, we got a couple more readings after this to finish it up, and then we're on spring break. All right, so as always, if you got any questions, email me. And again, there's no late work, so just get it done as best you can and get that turned in for me, please. If you're missing anything from last week, go ahead and get that to me too. Maybe give me a little heads up on on what you're missing. And hey, I didn't see this in Skyward. Because at this point, I've essentially graded everything that's been turned into me. Okay, as of, what is this, Tuesday morning at about 9:30, 10 o'clock. All right, so if, your Wi-Fi's been, funny, or, you just haven't got around to my work yet, get that to me as soon as you can so I can get that in the grade book. All right, see you guys.